Things never stop surprising us in this market, and we could potentially see a market turnaround, or this could be temporary for all we know. But yesterday, when I saw this tweet from Watcher Guru, basically just a tweet is saying that UK votes in favor of recognizing Bitcoin and crypto as regulated financial instruments, and this was huge, to be honest. And it actually caused quite a spike, and we will be looking at the markets as well quickly. We'll take a look at DOT, at Kusama, at Aptos, and of course at Bitcoin and Ethereum. But let's look at this article here, which is quite interesting. So British MP Lisa Cameron on Bitcoin and UK becoming international crypto hub is the title from Cointelegraph, who've actually interviewed a UK member of parliament, who's Lisa Cameron. She says there is a vision that the UK will become an international hub of crypto and digital assets. So let's take a look at this and see what it's about. So the United Kingdom could be warning to Bitcoin and crypto taking a timeout from Scotland's first major Bitcoin conference. Cointelegraph spoke to Lisa Cameron, a member of the parliament who's spending more and more time working with digital assets. Cameron told Cointelegraph, "I have spoken to companies who are involved in CBDCs and stablecoins. We've looked at crypto tokens, and Bitcoin is obviously part of the sector." Of course, because if it's only about CBDCs, then it's definitely not bullish. It's actually bearish, because this means full control over our crypto. And the whole point of Bitcoin is to have freedom, right? At the end of the day, you don't want the government to look behind your shoulders. It's okay. I mean, if you plan to sell it for fiat because you need to survive, you need to put food on the table, you need to pay your rent, you need to pay your mortgage, whatever, your expenses, right? Then it's okay, right? You'll be taxed, and so be it, right? If you live in a country which is taxing crypto. But I mean, to see everything you do with crypto, I mean, to me, that's not, that's not right. So I like the fact that they are considering Bitcoin as well, and this is definitely bullish for the sector. And we will be seeing more bullish news regarding this. I believe that now that UK have announced this, we'll probably see other countries follow suit. But let's take a look at this, which I actually found interesting. A Royal Mint non-fungible token was recently floated by the then Chancellor, now Prime Minister Sunak, and the Bitcoin and crypto community are increasingly vocal in response to surging inflation rates. However, UK regulators have also cracked the whip on crypto advertisements and queried the creation of digital assets law. And let's look at the final point here, where she's talking about holding crypto, which is interesting. So she says here, Cameron conceded that she does not hold any crypto personally, and joked that she wouldn't become a Bitcoin maximalist anytime soon. It would skew the report. It could, mean that I'm less objective. When quizzed on whether she preferred the time spent at the crypto and NFT-friendly digital summit or the Bitcoin conference in her home turf in Edinburgh, she mentioned that I do have a bit of a leaning towards my hometown, although having a conference in London and a conference in Scotland's capital is a good thing. They complement each other. So yeah, absolutely bullish here for Bitcoin and crypto as a whole. Of course, we're not bullish on CBDCs, but unfortunately they are coming. I don't think we can stop that. I think at the end of the day, governments always have the power, but I just hope that there is a way for us to maintain some sort of privacy as well, because you don't want full regulation over the space. You just want the scams eliminated, right? So yeah, that's the situation. So let's take a look at the markets here. And as you can see, Bitcoin has had a nice pump with those news. It went from 19.2K, which it didn't look like it was going to go much higher anytime soon, straight to 20.7K with a bit of a pullback. Now it is forming the head and shoulder formation now, because we had the left shoulder already. It went higher, but it doesn't mean it can't go higher, right? I'm assuming it's going to probably stabilize around this area for a while, because remember, we do have a lot of resistance up to 23K. We have gotten to this area before, but then of course we dumped. Looking at Ethereum has also had the same type of pump, exactly the same, following Bitcoin, now trading around 1500. Also, DOT had an even nicer pump here, because if you look at this, it's not even forming the head and shoulder. It's like it's actually higher than this other high here. So the first pump for DOT was much higher, much more powerful, which tells us there is still a lot of demand for DOT when the markets recover, right? And that definitely shows it here. But Kusama didn't get the same love, unfortunately. Kusama had a very small pump going to 36 bucks, only to be followed by an upcoming dump. But it is on a downtrend, because if you look at the 200-day moving average here, it is on the downtrend. And even if we're to break above it, this normally doesn't mean that we're going to go much higher. It usually means we're going to continue to go down until the price somewhat stabilizes and the MA200 ribbon kind of stabilizes itself as well and balances out here. And then if we break above it, then there's a bullish sign. But for now, it's looking pretty bearish here with the MA200 going down, with the price not showing enough strength yesterday when everything else pumped, but that's how it is. And as you can see, Aptos had kind of the same fate as well. We had this pump here. This was on the 23rd, as you know, but this has nothing to do with the news about Bitcoin. This is just a random pump that we had with Aptos. Went to $10, dropped to about 9, and then it dumped all the way down to 860. We had a bit of a pop because of the news with the UK yesterday, but not enough, right? Not enough, and now it's going back down again. I think this is going to drop quite a lot. I'm not expecting Aptos to continue this momentum, but I am expecting Aptos to do well in the future when there will be more dApps in the ecosystem and when the ecosystem matures, and when they will be integrating the APT coin, of course, because if you're integrated in various dApps, such as decentralized exchanges, such as NFT markets, then there's definitely a chance that the APT coin could do much better. But remember, there are also the unlocks as well coming up, so we got to keep that in mind. When the unlock happens, there's going to be a lot of APT coins in the market, and that's on the 12th of November. So all eyes on the 12th of November for the APT unlock to see how the markets react to that. But it depends on Bitcoin too, right? Because if Bitcoin does very well by then, and if it gets to 23K and possibly even breaks above that area, then that's going to put us in bullish mode. And that would also mean good news for Aptos holders. Although I'm personally not planning to buy any Aptos right now, I'm waiting for that unlock. I want to wait and see what happens. If it goes to $10 to $12, whatever, I'd rather buy in a bull market than to buy in these moments only to see a dump even further, because you don't know if this is a fake rally, a temporary rally, or if we're really kicking off that bull market again, because there are too many negative things happening in the world to say for certain if we're back in the bull or not, or if we will be back to the bull. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.